Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. As I stated in my haul video, another end of the month, another time Lisa's late. Maybe this next month I'll be on time. So this is what I colored and diamond painted in July. Did not get a whole bunch colored, both because I've been busy and I worked a ton on my Randall Spangler diamond painting because of the Randall Spangler event last month. And I was bound and determined to get that baby done. So I worked into the wee hours of the morning many nights, and I did get it done. I forgot something. I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. All right, so first let's go through what I colored. Now, when I did color, it was mostly easy stuff. Kind of, well, not necessarily brain dead, but just tired from everything going on. So yeah, pretty much all easy stuff, except for this last month. Every month I am trying to use one of my coloring mediums that I have not used in a long time, or in this case it was brand new. So this last month, yeah, that is one thing I did not show in my end of the month video for my haul. I got the Luminance. Oh, I have this backwards, but I got the Luminance pencil, and I love them, with the exception of one thing, and I'll talk about that when I get to the picture. But yes, oh, these are so awesome. They do live up to their hype. So that is another thing that I did get this past month. And I did do a swatching video and everything, although you guys have probably seen them a million times on YouTube. So let's start with the easiest of the books that I colored. Really went to town in this book. There are 3 volumes of these spiral mandalas, and I love these. I just love them. So yeah, I colored a whole bunch in here, and these are all with my Divical dual metallics. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. I have you up this high because of the diamond painting that I completed. So yeah, all the Divical dual metallic markers. So, aren't those cool? Oh, I just love how these turn out. These are actually easier to color than the ones with the straight lines, but they go narrow to wider and narrow. I have a hard time coloring a straight line, and those lines are really thin. These with, I call them the humps and bumps, to me are a lot easier to color. And they just turn out so cool. I love them. So I imagine I'll be coloring some more out of these books for this next month. Although we're halfway through the month already. Oh my gosh. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. So yeah, just love it. Isn't that one neat? So if you like mandalas, many times I'm like, I don't want to get out a whole set of markers. Just want to grab a gel pen and color. So that's why I love any of the one color coloring books. Sun Life Drawing has quite a few. I think Kira Shishneva has some out. And then this is what they look like when they're not colored in. And like I said, they're easy to color. I think, well, quite a while ago I probably shown these in a flip through, as much as I could do a flip through on my channel. So again, that was with the Divical dual metallic gel pens. And then a couple of the Eclipse, the newer ones that they came out with, which you will see in a flip through video. It's kind of a haul because I believe I have 4 of them that I shown in that video. I did almost complete this one. I only have a few things left, but I thought I would show it in this video anyhow. Isn't that pretty? These just, oh, they are so pretty. A little more detailed than some of their other ones. They have these little white dots that don't get colored in. And so you have to be, you know, a little aware of that when you're coloring the circles around them. But when they're done, these little white dots really add a lot to the picture. Like for here, for instance, these are left white. And like around here, these are white. And yeah, it's just like here. I mean, with the white against the black background and then the nice bright colors, yeah, it, like I said, they really, really add to the picture. So I love those. So I'm going to put this on the side so I can finish it. All right, did a couple out of this book. I don't know if it's pronounced Aligo. I think, maybe. So I did this one in my Cali Art brush markers. The lobster. And then this pretty rainbow turtle. Again in the Cali Art brush markers. Love that one. So many pretty colors in that. All right. I had a huge haul that I showed, or will be showing. I'm going to zoom you out a little bit more. Again, there will be a flip through of these books in a video next week. Alice Mills Publishing came out with one new book in both the cross stitch and the mosaic color by number version. And then they also came out with a number of the mosaic color by number versions of some previous books of theirs. So Alice Mills Publishing is so nice to send me all of these to show you guys. So I did color a number of pictures out of here. So Enchanting Fantasy, their new book. I colored a couple in here. So we have this pretty fairy, and again, Cali Art brush markers. You can tell I had that set out there and just kept using them rather than getting another set of markers out. So cute, and these are so easy to color. And then again, with the Cali Art brush markers, we have our pretty mermaid. And then I colored the same two in the cross stitch style, so you can see what they both look like. Again, these are with the Cali Art brush markers. I did use the wrong skin tone on this one instead of light tan. I colored with medium brown, but that's okay. She just has darker skin tone in here then. And then again, the mermaid. Like I said, I don't think I have a preference over the cross stitch or the mosaic because I love them both. These do take a little bit longer because of the little teeny tiny symbols, whereas these go a little bit faster because it's color by number, so you can see the numbers much easier than the symbols. But love how the cross stitch pictures turn out. I think it's so cool. All right, then they came out with, like I said, a number of their existing coloring books in the cross stitch style. They came out with the mosaic version because they have been getting, feedback for quite a while that, oh, I wish you would put out mosaic versions of all your cross stitch coloring books because they prefer these. So that is what they're doing. They're going back and converting, or adding, I should say, the mosaic color by number versions of all of their cross-stitch coloring books. And there are 6 new books coming out. 3 sometime in August and 3 in September. So we have more books to look through. And any future books, they are putting out both the cross-stitch version and the mosaic color by number version. So Adorable Nature they have in the mosaic version. And I colored this cute deer with the Ohuhu brush markers. I think that's the only one I did in here. Yeah. So that turned out cute. Kawaii Cuties. No, I didn't color anything out of here. What's that doing in here? Okay, this one. This, I believe, is my favorite when I was coloring the cross-stitch one, and now they came out with the mosaic version. Yeah, I went crazy in here. I think between the Geometrical Joys and their Christmas one, I also love that. Well, I love them all. You know that. But yeah, this, you know me and my patterns and designs. So I think I probably completed half this book. I only put 1 tab in because here to the back of the book is all completed. And I did all of these with my Copics. They work so good on this smooth paper, and you really don't damage the nibs. Although I guess I myself am not overly concerned with that. I do have a lot of replacement brush nibs for them. So isn't that gorgeous? Love, love, love all the colors in this. So of course I have a lot of these colored in the cross stitch book also. So we have Luxury Weave. See, now this is why I suggest starting from the back of the book, especially with the cross stitch style. Here you can kind of make out the numbers, so it may not be quite as important in these mosaic versions of the books. But the cross stitch, yeah, it's really hard to read the small symbols if you color with alcohol markers, because of course they bleed through. And then we'll cover that up. But like I said, you wouldn't have to, I guess, with these books. I just am used to doing it, so that's what I do. And typically now, when they send me the books, and they send me both versions, I do the same pictures out of the cross stitch and then this book. So I do start from the back. Some pretty colors in here. Look at the purples. This was a fun one. Love it. They're all fun. That look cool. So there's a lot of white left in there. These don't take long at all to do. It's another one with a lot of colors in. So pretty. And then we have Tile Delight. Pretty as a picture. With that bright yellow that really makes the greens and the red and the maroon pop out. Even Blooms. Love the colors in this also. Really pretty color combination. Almost looks like an Easter egg, doesn't it? Yes. In Chains. This was another really fun one to do. Well, they were all very fun. And then, yeah, you can see I did use the color test sheet to match up some of my Copics, especially in the browns. And I stated that when I did the flip through of these books, how I was trying to match up the colors. All right, and then out of Mystery Mosaics, Amazing Birds, this is Belba Family's newest coloring book with the new palette. So, had to do one in here. Did the first picture, which is the flamingos, and of course I used my favorite, which is the Arteza Ink Onyx. So this is another book I definitely want to leave out and do some more in, because yeah, we have all of these birds in here. Okay, last but not least, the one that I am most proud of. This is the one that I colored with the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils that I just got. This is another Maria Trolle book, Twilight Garden. I did the very last picture. I did not do the background yet because I'm not sure what I am going to do. I think I'm going to use my pan pastels again. Love using those for backgrounds. I did state when I showed the Luminance that there's one thing I don't like about them, and that's that they have no pinks. I wanted to put a pink flower in here, ended up doing this, and I'm not real happy with that color scheme. If you look at the color chart, yeah, there's really no pinks in here. This is kind of a salmon color, and these are the ones that I used for this here flower. You know, you have quite a few blues and greens and browns, you know, yellows too. Like these real pale ones, I think they could have done without a couple of these. This buff titanium and primrose, they're so extremely light. Now, true artists that use the Luminance because of their high quality and light fastness, they probably use these colors as, you know, their base layers and whatnot. But I think for us colorists, I don't know. So I would much prefer, and this is just me, it's not like Luminance or Caran d'Ache is going to listen to me, but yeah, I'm hoping they come out with some more colors again. They did a while back come out with that the 20 set, the portrait set. So, I'm so hoping that they eventually come out with some more new colors. If they would come out with 20 more colors, it would be a 120 set then. That would be so nice. So yeah, to me, that's the one big drawback to the Luminance right now. All right, so yeah, I really tried something different. These are opposite colors. They're opposite on the color wheel. So I thought I'm going to try to do a flower with those colors. And yeah, I don't think it turned out the best, but I guess it's okay. I like how the purple one turned out. I think this one turned out really pretty, and I do like the blue one. And I love the colors in this one. I think this one might be my favorite. Yeah, between this and that. And then I wanted to do a real pale yellow, but I think I made it too pale. I don't think there's enough deeper color in this. You know, pale way at the tip, but I think I needed some darker colors to contrast with the light. Love how the leaves turned out. I remember my hostas at the other house. The leaves on two of them were just plain green, but the one had the variegated colors in it, and I just loved that plant. So I thought, I want to use that type of pattern in these these leaves. So there are 3 different greens, and I just kind of alternated. Not exactly, you know, I just didn't want to have 2 colors next to each other, but yeah, I just went around. Took a little while, but I think they turned out really neat. Didn't like how I did the bow, especially here. It's like it turned around, but yet there wasn't a specific line there for where it twisted. Like here there was, because the ribbon twisted around when it curled. Here there wasn't one, so I just kind of made it myself. But yeah, still have to work on stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty proud of that. So this, hopefully this month, I'll get around to doing a background on here. And so maybe I'll show it again in August, end of the month, and then you can see what I did with it. All right, now on to my completed diamond painting. Get this stuff out of the way because this is why I have you way up on my desk. It's because of the diamond painting. So I'm going to zoom you way out. Okay. All right. There is a reason why I wanted to do this particular diamond painting. Number one, it was for the Randall Spangler event. This is called Bubble Fairies. Isn't that cute? I just love it. It turned out so adorable. Look at this fairy up here. All the bubbles, and a couple of the bubbles have little fairies in them. So there's one here and one here. All of the bubbles and some on the building is all white ABs. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but the ABs have that special coating on them. You can kind of see the shimmer and shine. But there's our adorable dragling. So, because this dragling only has the 4 bumps on its tail, this is Dagmar, the girl. Because Dagmar only has 4 bumps, and Dewey, the boy, has 5 bumps. As well as the warts on their face are different. And then, of course, Dagmar has eyelashes. He didn't do that in the beginning. He didn't have eyelashes on her, but now for quite a while he has added that. And of course, love the colors. You know, we have these beautiful purple curtains. Love the shading in the rope. We have this pretty pink pillow. Whole bunch of bubbles down here. So that was a lot of confetti. This took quite a while to do. And then we have this pretty pink towel. Of course, we have to have chocolate chips because it's what the draglings eat. You know, that's why they came into our world, because they steal all the chocolate chips. Yeah. So there is a story behind the draglings. Matter of fact, he has published a book, and I have showed that in the past. I think it was in one of my end of the month hauls. Okay, so this is from Diamond Art Club. The specific reason why I wanted to get this one done, and again, I did show this in, I believe it was last month's end of the month, or else a Happy Mail. I received this picture in the mail from a wonderful subscriber, Susan Jacobson. And again, Susan, if you are watching this, I was just in tears when I opened this. This is one of a limited print. There are 500 prints of this, and they're all numbered. This one is number 46. They are all signed by Randall Spangler in this beautiful frame that's matted, double matted. It says Bubble Fairies on here. On the back, you have your certificate of authenticity. So I want to hang this picture And of course, I'm going to be framing this how I normally do. I make my own stretch canvases, pick out a coordinating color of acrylic paint. When I make my stretch canvases, I always make them 2 inches bigger, wider and tall than what the canvas is, so that I have a 1-inch border around the edge. I cut, you know, all the white stuff off, and then I try to pick out a color that I want to pull out of the picture. So not sure at this point what color I'm going to be using. I don't want to do purple because there's so much purple in here. I might pick a shade of pink, or I don't know. There's a lot of blue in here too. Typically what I do is I'll pull a bunch of different colors or shades. If I know what color I want to use, I'll pull a bunch of different shades, and I'll take a sheet of paper and I'll color some strips on it, cut out the strips, and then I'll hold them next to here. When I put this on, this is after I make my stretch canvas, I'll lay this down on top. I'll put some of the strips of color then down next to it. And that's kind of how I decide what specific color that I want to use as the border. So kind of a thought process in there. But yeah, I want to hang this picture up in my diamond painting room right next to this. And I thought that way it would make it extra special. I'm glad I had the diamond painting to match this. Well, of course I did, because I have all of Randall Spangler's diamond paintings. And she knew how much I loved Randall Spangler. So yeah, she sent me this. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So yeah, I did manage to get this one done. And again, that's another reason why I didn't get a whole lot of coloring done. But I did get some. So especially proud of this one and the one in Maria Trolle. So that is what I all got done in July. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I all did in July. If you did, please hit that like button. It really does help the channel. If you know, I said that already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And as always, happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye, guys.